Welcome, Pam, to the Anime Dad podcast.
Hi,
Thank you so
glad
much.
to be here.
Yeah, thank you for making the time. It's 8:30 where you are, right?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
And it is 12:30 here. What did you have for dinner?
It was kind of a weird. I got an Instacart. It's one of those delivery services of what I thought was going to be a wonderful chicken and broccoli and roast potatoes thing, and it was okay. It was
Okay.
okay. It said cook in oven. He preheat oven and and so I looked, and what I thought was an oven is a dishwasher. So I had to sort of cook it on the stove, and that made it weird. And it's
But
okay.
it
It's
worked
okay.
out and it was edible enough to eat, luckily.
It was edible enough to eat enough bites to get me through the next hour. So yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Um, so for the people who might not know you or your characters, Pam, what characters are you best known for in the anime community?
Big Mom. That's
Beautiful.
the biggest, absolutely Big Mom in One Piece, and maybe Madam Christmas in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Sake Genuso, I think that's right. In Summer Wars, Shenzhen Tenozo in Speedgrapher. That was one of my earliest larger roles. And stuff in Basilisk, and I'm in Borderlands 3, which I know that's not anime, but I
Yeah.
just finished another video game that I can't talk about. And
Ooh.
but I'm working along. Yeah, I'm having a great time. I just feel so thank you, thank you. Yeah.
That is so cool. And yeah, Big Bum is where I know you best for as well.
Yeah.
The voice is so iconic and wonderful. Could you potentially say, "Hi, I'm Big Mom and welcome to the Anime Dad podcast."
Hi, I'm Big Mom, and welcome to the Anime Dad podcast.
Oof, perfect. That was
That's my
lovely.
signature sound. Yeah.
I know. Give the laugh again. The laugh broke up at the end.
Okay. Mama, mama, mama.
Woof, I love that laugh. It's one of my favorite laughs. I do it all the time to my children as a bit of a joke, and they love it. They love the mama mama laugh.
I showed it to my granddaughter, who is 7, showed a little clip from one of the dub things that they do on Twitter. And she was like, Gaga, you're scary. So I have to be careful how much I do this.
Well, it is. It is a little. It is. She is an intimidating character.
Yeah.
She's a force to be reckoned with, and because she's so, she could be seen as maybe by not bipolar, but she's her personality fluctuates, and she's get these
Oh, I
real
think
scary
bipolar is a
moments.
very accurate description.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it could be bipolar, but yeah, her character, and obviously you're in the Wano arc. Spoilers. And I'm catching up to the new episodes at the moment. Are you still filming for that? You can't talk about it much, but are you still filming recording for that?
Oh yeah. I'm recording a Wano right now. I think only whole cake has been delivered at this point. And I think we're still in the 800s in whole cake. I'm not real sure. Um, but yeah, we're still recording 1.0 and anticipate doing it for a while.
Cool, cool. No, no, I think Wano's. I'm at the point where Big Mom just washed up on the beach in Wano, and
Oh,
you
so it, they have released into Wano. I
yeah.
don't know these. Nobody tells me these things.
Yeah, no, they have. I'm not sure where I'm
Oh,
up
is
to.
that where I wash up into the beach and I've forgotten who I am and I'm this sort of sweet
Yep.
person?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. And
Okay.
Chopper's there and he's freaking out. And no,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
ex
she can't act like Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. I was freaking out as well. Yes, I'm at that episode. But no, you play that role so well, and it's so what's been the most fun to be Big Mom? What's been a fun experience being Big Mom?
First of all, I think, and maybe the most important thing is that I get to be so over the top. So without being a caricature, I don't think anybody would accuse me of being a caricature, but just she's just so big and so much fun to just dig into and let all that stuff out. And yeah, that I think is what's the most fun. Um, the least fun is what it does to my voice.
I was gonna
That's
say
I have to be real careful. Yeah.
the screams. Your voice would be. What's your after you finish recording? What do you do? Do you drink some peppermint tea, or what do you do?
Depending on the time of day, I might just have a glass of wine.
Have you got one there with you?
Like I have right here with me, yes, just in case.
I was gonna say, are you a sweet lover as well? Do you love lollies and sweets and chocolates and stuff?
Oh, sure, I try not to eat too many sweets at my age, and you're not seeing any deeper than this. You don't know how. I actually am a big mom. I'm a big grandmom. Um, but yeah, I do. Oh, good God, I've got a package of M&M peanuts right here. So yeah, I'm just looking at it. What am I saying?
My daughters call my mother Gaga as well, which is
Really? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
yeah, they're very happy with yeah, I like Gaga. My mom didn't want to be called grandma. So she said, yeah, Gaga would be a cool name. So so it's funny to hear. I haven't heard many people say that. Okay, well, for your fans and for my fans who love you, could we do a quick fire question round? So it's just you've heard it. It's just some questions based around you as a person. Nothing strange, nothing weird, very straightforward.
Yeah.
I think you can hear my parrot in the background. Okay.
Oh, I'd love to have a parrot. I'm jealous. Yeah,
Cheeky
that's
parrot.
it's yeah.
He talks as well. His name's Luffy, actually.
Oh,
Um,
really?
so maybe he thinks he's talking. He hears Big Mum's voice in the background. It's getting a little
Yeah.
bit annoyed.
You should teach me how to say mama, mama, mama.
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be great. No, he's an Australian princess parrot, and he is absolutely beautiful. Um, okay, so favorite. We'll start with favorite color.
I'm kind of wearing them. This sort of I'm a
Mm.
fall person. I don't like blues and purples. I like rusts and greens and browns. And my most recent discovery of something I look good in is actually this right here. Now that I think about it, is
Oh,
turquoise. Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
So
Actually, turquoise and burnt orange, a nice combination.
yeah, yeah.
Lovely. What's your favorite type of music?
Oh, classic rock.
Nice.
Totally classic rock. I mean, yeah, I'll listen to anything but classic rock, Led Zeppelin. I mean, I've got a great story about that, but it's
Give it to me. Give it to me.
back way before you were born. I was part of a group on the SMU campus called, what were we called? The Commune. And we were just a bunch of old hippies. And one of this group had a connection with a big rock and roll promoter out in California. And as a result of being in this hippie commune, I got to see from the stage or from the first row or whatever, Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, Jimmy Page isn't Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Bonnie Raitt, you name it, you name it. If it was a great rock and roll group in the late 60s or early 70s, I got to see them real up close. And that's
Wow.
my rock and roll story. Jimi Hendrix played a song for me.
Really?
He did. I had talked to the guy who was sort of our representative and said, do you think you could get him to play? I think it was Little Wing. And because it was one of my favorite songs. And He said, oh, he called back later. He said, I'm not sure, it's not on his set list. And then in this concert in Dallas, Texas, he got all the way through the dun, 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 that he does or did. And that calmed down, and the audience calmed down a little bit. And then he went into the opening bars of Little Wing.
Mm.
And the audience was really quiet, and I screamed bloody murder because nobody recognized it except me and this entire 15,000, person audience. It was way cool. I
Yeah,
think it's one of my great stories. I'm
that'd be a
sorry,
favorite.
I'm probably making you seasick.
No, no, that'd be one of your favorite concerts, I'm sure, or the favorite.
Oh yeah, oh God, yeah. All of them were so much, they were so great. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really, really, really cool. All right, what is your favorite food?
Sushi.
Mm,
Sushi, sashimi, edamame, anything Japanese.
edamame. I love it. What's your
Oh, that's how
favorite?
you all pronounce it, edamama?
No, I don't know. I said
Oh,
I was trying to bring mum into the
oh, edamama.
There we go. Lovely. What's your favorite town that you visited?
I guess most recently would actually be Charleston, South Carolina, where I shot a film back in the fall. It was just a beautiful southeastern coastal town in South Carolina. Had so much history that dates back to the 17th century. And um, it was Fort Sumter was where the very first shot of the American Civil War was fired.
Mhm.
Just things like that. It's just so full of history, and it's just a beautiful old town. And I had a wonderful time learning about it while I was there.
That's
That's recent. I'm just trying to think because I haven't been to a lot of really la-di-da places. New York City is fun, but I wouldn't want to live there.
yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. And New
Um,
Zealand itself, I mean, we don't have a lot of history, and I do like going. My wife is from Scotland, and I like going to towns and like Glasgow and Edinburgh, where you're walking up towards the castle, and just the history behind it is just so special.
oh, you froze there for a second, but you came back.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying, my wife is from Scotland, and
No, I did hear that
oh
part. It
yeah,
just your face froze for a second.
okay,
All right.
and probably not a handsome face either. But it's no, yeah, there are some beautiful. That's good. That's a perfect answer. Charleston, you said, yeah.
Charleston, South Carolina.
South Carolina, lovely. What's your
Yeah.
favorite dance move on the dance floor? If you could bust out a dance move on the dance floor, what would it be?
Oh God. I don't know that it would have a title, and I just sort of wiggle, sometimes violently. Um, I mean, I haven't been on a dance floor since my daughter-in-law got married, and that was in 2015.
Hmm.
So yeah, way back then.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah.
that's fine. Wiggling is a acceptable dance move answer. So, well done. What's a hobby of yours that is unique and different, if you have one?
I don't know that it's unique or different, but gardening, vegetable gardening. And for the last 2 or 3 years, butterfly and hummingbird gardening.
Ooh, butterfly and
I
hummingbird
mean, you
gardening.
plant, yeah, you plant specific plants that attract hummingbirds and attract butterflies, and they're usually the same plants.
Okay, yeah, we've got a plant called a swan plant here that attracts these beautiful monarch butterflies, and
Yeah.
we've got a few of those which are really beautiful. Yeah, we've got quite a few raised garden beds where we are, and yeah, no, I'm new to it, so I might get some tips from you. What are you guys planting right now coming into the summer?
Um, right now I have several perennials that are coming back. They're called salvia, Salvia,
Right.
and some called David's frost wing, frostbite, David's something or other. Makes a beautiful blue flowers that both hummers and butterflies, like Turk's cap, Turk apostrophe S, Turk's cap. I mean, it, what's your temperate like? What's your climate overall like? Is it temperate? Is it mostly cold? Mostly?
It's in the middle. So it's in winter it's like 5 degrees, in summer it's like 22. And it does rain a lot here where I am.
Yeah. Um, I think you just have to look them up.
Mm.
David's Fro- Frost, I can't, David's something. Turk's cap, definitely.
Hmm.
Now, these are all plants that thrive in Texas.
Right.
So, I mean, we can get up, well over 100 Fahrenheit in the summer. And so, we're warmer, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. No, yeah, we get a lot of rain, but we love it here. We I'll look those up though, and see if I can add that to the greenhouse or something. The greenhouse might be a good spot for it. Are you a dog? Final question. Are you it's probably a dog or a cat person?
I'm both.
Oh,
I have two big dogs, one little dog, and one cat.
and
So I've got both.
your cat's name is Foo Fighter.
Mm-mm. How did you know that? You must have read something on Facebook.
No, I'm telepathic a little. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no. Foo Fight, and is that because of the band Foo Fighters? Obviously.
Well, yes, but what happened was when she showed up in my yard, which all of the animals I have show up. They just show up in my yard, and that's how I know they're supposed to be mine. And she showed up. She's a gorgeous cat. She looks like she's a Siamese mix, but she's really something called a snowshoe cat.
Mm.
And she was so pretty that I thought, this cat belongs to somebody somewhere. And so she had been microchipped. I took her to a vet. She had been microchipped, and the name on the register was Foo. And uh we called and called and called. Nobody ever got back to us. So I was like, okay, she's mine. I'm calling her Foo Fighter.
Lovely. Oh, that's cats are like that. Hey, they uh they know where their home is. Even if
Yeah.
they can tell if someone's a lovely person. If they choose you, it's so special because dogs choose everyone. But if a cat chooses you, it's a special moment.
Yeah.
um so,
Sometimes I just think the other cats just went, there's this lady down the street. You can go see her. She'll adopt you.
I love that. I love that. That's a perfect cat voice as well. Are you what what have you done in regards to the not anime, the film industry overall?
Well, I seem to be having a really great run right now. I did a movie, and I can talk about the ones that are on IMDb. Are you familiar with IMDb? Okay.
Yes.
A movie called Suncoast with Woody Harrelson and Laura Linney. I had several nice scenes with Laura Linney. She was the mom in Ozark.
Yes.
If you watched Ozark, okay.
Yeah.
I did that. I did a horror film called Hangman, and I even saved a picture to my desktop that I was going to show you if you can tell me how to add it, because I don't know.
Okay. How to add the
Can I add
it's
it
on
in
your laptop.
chat, maybe?
Yeah, no, yeah, you can add it in chat or you can share screen, but that's always harder. Let's see chat. Yeah, you can add it. It looks like you can maybe add something in chat.
Let me see. It doesn't. Let me just drag it over there and see what happens.
Yeah, let's give it a go. We're
There it
learning.
is.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh, I can. Um.
Share your screen. Press the share screen button.
Oh. 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 Okay. Oh, it's at the bottom. Share screen.
Oh, there we go. Share the file.
Oh,
You shared a
it says
file.
host. It said host disabled, participant screen sharing.
Hold on. I've seen it here. I can see it here. 1 second. Oh my goodness. That's an awesome picture.
Horrible.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the eye things that you have to wear are freaky. And the teeth, all this black stuff all over my face. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Slightly
Wow.
different look than for Big Mom, isn't it?
It's a little bit different. Yeah, how the heck did it how long did it take you to get that makeup off?
Oh, off was not nearly as much problem as how long it took to get it on. Off was just a whole bunch of wet wipes and then a shower, you know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. All of that stuff is water soluble,
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know.
that
So
must be a lot of fun though to act. I mean, what do you prefer? I mean, there's probably benefits and pros and cons to each, but do you prefer acting in film or and television, or do you prefer acting in voice acting? Or,
you know, if you're going to have a career as an actor in this world today, you have to be able to do all of it. I do I do political radio. That's the only radio I do because I can't seem to get the others. Um, I record audiobooks
yeah.
and then the video games and right now obviously Big Mom is the big one. And I've done stage, but I've kind of retired from stage at
Hmm.
this point. Because voice acting makes me so happy that uh I just, I've done it done stage for so many years that I'm good. I'm done.
I mean, you've got such a cool voice to listen to. I'd love to listen to one of your audiobooks. What's a popular audiobook that you've done?
You know, I don't know that any of them are real popular. I initially sort of fell into recording Southern comic romance,
Mm,
which is what I would never listen to that, but I seem to have fallen into it. So if you look my name up on Audible,
mhm.
you know, you look my name up and you can hear samples of several things. But I kind of got going with it and then sort of fell out because of some surgery and now all this other stuff I'm doing. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it again soon.
Nice.
But it's wonderful work because I mean you don't have to wear costumes, you don't have to wear makeup, you don't even have to wear clothes. And and yet you're just acting your brains out, you know? It's
Yeah,
great fun.
that's true. And so
Yeah.
you don't put that makeup on for your audiobooks then, like the fic you sent through to me.
No, no. I just put on makeup for interviews and that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'll listen to a couple of your audiobooks then, because as I said, you've got another person I've spoken to who does audiobooks is Veronica Taylor. And
Hmm.
her voice is also really, really beautiful and easy to listen to. So people like you and her, I think, are audiobooks that I can definitely jump on. I don't listen to audiobooks often, but I'll let you know how it goes.
All right, all right. It's great for when you're in the car.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
of course.
great for when you're in the car. At home, I'm too busy doing other things.
Yeah,
So it's my car go-to.
cool. So, I mean, you've come this far. You've done such incredible things in the not only the anime industry, the film industry, like you've said. How did it all begin? How did your acting journey begin, Pam?
Um, well, I thought I was going to be a concert pianist, and that's what I studied all through grade school, well into high school. And then I just sort of took a left turn. I mean, I think I was 15 when I took my first speech and drama class, and I just sort of went, "Oh, that." And I never looked back. So that's been many, many years now. So, and now voice stuff didn't come until much, much later. Initially, it was all stage. Um, I was too good to make commercials, and I wasn't even thinking about. I mean, we were just we were so snotty.
Yeah.
Uh, now it's like commercial, really? That much money? Okay, you know. But yeah, that was kind. Uh, there is a toy, I believe it's, oh, what's the toy maker that starts with an F? Um, I can't remember the very first electronic toy was called a speak and spell.
Mm.
This, and it was like this before you were born also. And it was an electronic toy that you could talk to, and it would talk back at you or whatever. And that was in the 70s. And I think that was the very first voice work I ever did. And it just sort of, it wasn't something I went, oh, now I'm going to do voice work. It just sort of evolved,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, and as you said, if you're an actor, you need to be versatile.
You
So
have to
that's
be, yeah.
yeah, no, that's lovely, and you've got the voice for it, so that's cool. That's really lovely to hear that you've had such a very successful career so far, and you're still kicking ass as you go. And in New Zealand, many of us love you and love your work. Me personally, I love you. I love your work, and it's so cool to have to be talking to you. You know, on the bottom of the South Island of New Zealand, little old New Zealand. It's weird. It's amazing how technology connects us. Hey,
Do you remember Douglas Adams, who
yes,
wrote okay, you know, the one with the sad robot that was, rest in peace, Alan Rickman, and I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden.
I know what you
Um,
mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
yeah, with the towel, put a towel over my head and I won't die when the end of the world comes.
Hmm.
Um, he wrote a wonderful book, and you might enjoy it, called Last Chance to See. And he wrote it along with a BBC, it might have been a National Geographic photographer, who they went all over the world recording animals in and species in danger.
Mm.
And he went to New Zealand, and he wrote about, I want to say it's the, is it the a bobo bird, a boo boo bird, a kickapoo, a
Kickapoo.
kickapoo bird.
Yeah, Kickapoo's a boo. Yeah, yes, yeah.
I think so. I think that's it, a kickapoo, which is in, they're declining, they're endangered.
Yeah.
And what he said about New Zealand is that it had the kind of scenery that just made you want to stand up and applaud. And
So
then
true.
he included in the book a picture of the fjords. And so I just like, I used to think Australia was the one place I'd never, well, I've never been a lot of anywhere, but Australia, you'd think an actor, I should go to London, I should go to Germany. No, I want to go to Australia and New Zealand.
Cool. Oh, you know, it is. We need to have you here. It's incredible. You walk outside, and right now the deers are roaring. The birds are going crazy. We
So
got
what's a
big.
roaring?
Oh, the deer. So they were
Oh, the
roaring.
deer. Okay.
It's mating season for the deer, and the kiwi are going crazy. We got this bird called a weka. We've got such incredible creatures, and nothing that will kill you as well, which is good.
In my part of Texas, the rattlesnakes are in mating season. So we have to watch our step in the grass.
That's terrifying. Holy crap.
It
And
is
you just
terrifying.
have you seen one or heard one out in the wild?
No, I mean, people talk about them all the time. And I've lived out in this country town for outside the town, actually. I'm actually in the country. And I've been there for 2.5 years and haven't seen a single snake.
Wow.
Not one.
Wow. Hopefully they haven't seen you.
Yeah. It could be that my dogs are scaring them off. It
Hmm.
could be that they're going, oh, no. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, the next part of the podcast, the final thing to do is a bit of an improv up scene. Now, do you have a TikTok?
I don't have a TikTok account.
All
I
right.
can
Well,
barely keep up with Twitter and Instagram and
there
Facebook.
there are so
TikTok
many.
too.
Oh, there's so many things out there. There's a thing that you can do on TikTok is like a duet thing, and I was thinking about the opportunity for that. And you know when Big Mom says she says,
Cake. I want cake.
yeah, that's a
Something
good
like
one
that.
too. But you know when
I want pie.
her quirk when she sucks the life out of someone, she says,
Hmm.
flee or. What did she say? Do you remember?
I don't remember the specific
No.
line, but it would something like, "Give me cake," or how many years would you like taken off your life? I
Yeah.
can do that
Yeah.
unless you give me cake.
That's perfect. That's lovely. Yeah. So anything like, I mean, let's do a bit of an improv scene then. We'll do improv.
Okay, you
Uh,
start.
yeah, I'll be as long as your voice can take it. I'll be a, a shopkeeper, and you come in really wanting cake. All right. So, oh, hi, thank you for coming to the shop.
I want cake.
Okay,
I need cake.
we've got these
I'm so
options.
hungry.
What type of cake do
Give
you
me
want?
cake. Uh, pink cake. I want pink cake. Any kind of pink cake you've got, I want it.
All right, we can arrange that for you. We've got some.
Now!
It'll be 10 minutes. I'm actually,
No! No! Give me everything I'm looking at in your counter. I'm hungry.
ma'am. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'm gonna record you for my own safety. Is that okay?
Would you like me to bring Prometheus and Zeus upon your head? Because I will. Give
You
me food now. I want cake. No.
you're so good, Pam. That's awesome. You're so good.
You
It's
don't know how many times I had to say, cake, want wedding cake, need, I mean, oh my God, I must have said it 150 times.
oh, you're right. That
It
it's
is things.
and it's a hard thing to say, especially with, like you said, it's a rough voice as well. And Linlin,
Yeah,
Charlotte
it
Linlin's the
is a
name.
rough
Hey,
voice.
and Sham, I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
feel really really sad and bad for her. She just wants friends. She just wants friends. She's just
She just
abnormal.
wants her first. And she has this goal of all the nations and all
Yeah.
the people come together as one, unless I'm hungry, in which case I want cake.
And she hates the giants. There's a lot of giants here in New
Yeah.
Zealand, so maybe you. No, no, that's great. You're brilliant, Pam. That's fantastic, and thank you so very much for fitting me
Oh,
into your
I'm
busy schedule. We love you.
very honored, actually. Very
No,
honored.
I'm gonna.
No,
I'm
this is my first live.
yeah.
It's not my first interview, but it's the first Zoom interview about anime. Put it that way.
Ooh. Well, that makes me happy. That makes me
Yeah.
happy. It's gonna be something you remember. But no,
Now
thank you.
you have
Yeah.
what is it called? Armageddon Expo?
Yes, so Armageddon Expo is coming up in the next couple of weeks. We've got Prometheus here, um, and Prometheus. No, yeah, the hat and not Prometheus. We got your hat, Big Mom's hat, Aaron Campbell, and
Cool.
um, and he's also Perispero as well, and he's going to be here. So
Cool,
we
cool,
need
cool.
we need to get you here, Pam.
Well, I mean, I am just getting started on this whole cons thing. It was once Whole Cake Island hit. I have you interviewed Jim Daniel Baugh, who does Jimbei?
No, not yet.
Well, he and I have a very similar track in anime in that we've both been doing it for decades. But until recently, and we've done tons of roles and some leading roles, but only with One Piece has our anime career like just exploded. It's just, and it's great. It's wonderful, but that's what it's taken. And that's why it's been so long, I think,
Oh
because
yeah.
it needed to be one big mom that did it. So,
There's so
yeah.
many fans, and it's changed people's lives. It's definitely and just to be living through it right now and not knowing the end is very very special. So yeah, being a part of it's a real special thing.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know the end either. So there you go.
will Big Mom, will you be, maybe you can say to finish us off, I'm Big Mom and I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Oh, Colleen Clinkenbeard will be real mad. Um, she's Luffy,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I'm Big Mom, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Mama, mama, mama.